Alright, good morning everyone. I just woke up. Well, I didn't just wake up, but I've been up for like a little bit. But I'm still at the travel center here in now Oklahoma, just outside of Oklahoma City. And it's about 7 a.m. right now, and I am about to take off. I'm gonna try to knock out, so it's about 4 hours to Amarillo, and then and that's in Texas. And then from Amarillo to Albuquerque, because that's the next big city, I think it's like 8 hours. And then it's another 8 hours to St. George from Albuquerque. So I'm looking at about 16 hours left, I believe. Or, hold on, that math doesn't add up. I don't know, that's what my GPS is showing me. Which that math doesn't really add up, but I don't know. The GPS is doing all sorts of weird stuff with that so far. Because at one point it was showing it was 8 hours from Oklahoma City to Amarillo, and I was really confused. I don't know, either I was just plugging stuff in wrong and then just, human error, and I just keep reading it, somehow kept plugging it in wrong, and then it kept popping up as 8 hours. But it should be, if I just plug it in just going straight to St. George, it's 16 hours. So I don't really know why it kept showing me 8 hours from this location to this other location, but it's literally what it kept doing. I haven't checked again this morning, but I'm going to. I know Amarillo is not that much further from Oklahoma City. It's just, you can just tell by looking at the map that it's not that much further. But that's my next big stop, so I'll probably do like an update when I'm around Amarillo. I have not used I'm not gonna use my GoPro stand right now because it's raining outside. But I'll put my GoPro on when it gets when I get some more scenic views. But otherwise, I'll just do another update when I get to Amarillo. And for now, I'm just gonna go clean up and then I'll head back on the road. So I will see you when I do my next update. Alright, so I thought I'd show this. This is actually really funny. You see my rain can here? I obviously slept in my car last night, so I was pretty scrunched. Like, there's no way for me to put my seat back further and get like somewhat comfortable because I've got all my stuff back here, which luckily I have access to like a blanket and a pillow. I was pretty warm. I was not cold at all. I was very comfortable with my blanket, and I had a nice pillow, but that like kind of fits into like, strange spots well. But I literally threw my jacket down right here on top of the can because I was worried about it spilling. So like I threw this coat right here. I literally just threw it there. If you look at this space, I didn't really lay across here. I just I think I put my like pillow here and then laid my head down here. I'm not gonna put my pillow there and show you because I already put it back where I wanted it. But yeah, I must have crushed it at some point. Which is, I just thought that was really funny. So, and I was not very comfortable at all last night. I mean, I like woke up like probably like 10 times and readjusted. Like I'd be like curled up one way and my shoulder would be like in a weird position, and then it got uncomfortable, so then I changed a different position. It wasn't like terrible. It wasn't like a terrible experience, but it wasn't like great. If I was like cold, it would have been miserable, and I only got 6 hours of sleep, which that's about what I wanted to get anyways, because I knew I wanted to do a lot of driving today, but it was only about 6 hours. Like fell asleep around like 12 something, and then woke up around 6, which I had set alarms anyways, but I woke up actually before my alarms, but I was ready to get up anyways. So, but yeah, I should show you my snacks real quick. I don't know why, but maybe you're interested. My snacks, obviously I have water here. I haven't needed to refill it yet. I got apples, some Gala apples, or Gala, I don't know how you say it. Got almond butter kind bars. I think I've got like 12 in there. I've got some donut holes. I haven't actually eaten a single one of those yet. I've got these baked Cheetos, flaming hot Cheetos. I haven't tried those, but I think they're gonna be really good, so that's why I don't want to eat them, because I know I'm gonna eat them all. And then I got these, I've never tried these. There's these Korean barbecue almonds, which slap really hard. They slap so hard, and I've never had those. And then I had dried mandarins, or not dried mandarins, dried mangoes too. which were pretty good, but I ate all of those. Those are my snacks. I'm trying not to really eat anything unhealthy. This is probably like the worst thing I've gotten here. This is like second worst. I mean, these are like protein bars, apples. The dried mangoes aren't really that bad. Almonds are like nuts. I guess maybe like the stuff on these almonds isn't great for me, but I don't know. I'm working on my diet this year because one of my weaknesses is my diet, and now that I'm getting older, I really need to take care of it more, especially with climbing. And then I know I've told this before, but I'm trying to work on my diet this year a lot, and I'm trying to bulk up. So that's why I have almonds, because it's like really good. There's a lot of calories, surprisingly, in almonds. They're like just nuts, you know, but that's really good. I need like a lot of protein, a lot of carbs. I need to be eating a ton of calories a day. I mean, it depends on your body weight, but I need to be eating like 3 salad, roughly. Maybe not quite that much, but that's like for most people what they need to eat, like 3 salad a day calories to bulk up, to put on weight, which I'm trying to put on like muscle, you know. That's why I need a lot of protein and not just carbs, but yeah. And then I'm not eating candy or cookies this entire year. I'm like completely removing those from my diet. Now, obviously, if someone was like, hey, I baked you some cookies, or I bought you this candy, I'm not gonna like just be like, no, I'm not eating that. I think that's fine. That's an exception. You know, like I am eating chips still. And I also have donuts, but like I don't eat donuts very often. And chips, it's like you can kind of get away with it. You can get healthier stuff with chips, or stuff that's not as bad. And chips probably aren't really as bad as cookies, and it's not as like sugary, you know. It's not as bad. So like ice cream, I'm allowing myself to eat because I love milkshakes. Milkshakes are like my absolute favorite saying in the world. I love milkshakes. It's probably my favorite saying. So I'm like, do they just bring me a lot of comfort if I'm like feeling bad? I'll just go get a milkshake. I don't need them to make me feel better, but it's just, I don't know, but I like them a lot. So I figured, and that's not something I like. I don't have ice cream at home. Like if I'm getting a milkshake, I'm like going somewhere and picking it up. I don't make them at home. So it's not like I'm having a milkshake every day. So, or ice cream every day. So like cookies, if I like have cookies at home, I would just sit there and eat them every day, and like way too many of them. Same with candy. So I'm just cutting that stuff out of my diet completely. And I'm gonna probably start picking like other foods to snack on, like carrots and just apples. Like carrots I love snacking on, you know. There's like a lot of other foods, just like I can get a lot of fruits to just snack on. Or like nuts even. Nuts are great to snack on, and they're a lot healthier. I don't know why I'm sharing that. I started talking about the food, so I figured I'd share that. But alright, I will see you again when I do my next update. I'm currently in Oklahoma, almost to Texas. The reason I'm still like 2 hours away from Amarillo, but the reason I am talking right now is I literally just saw a tumbleweed. I don't even know how that's. That's just so weird. I'm not even like really in the desert right now, but I literally just saw a tumbleweed. Literally just went right across the road, like a small one, but it was a tumbleweed. That was crazy. I don't even know what to make of that. I thought that was just in the movies, but apparently they're real. I mean, I figured they're real, but that's so crazy. All right, sorry. I wanted to talk about the tumbleweed. I just never thought that I would see a tumbleweed in my lifetime. That's so crazy. The sun is in my eyeballs. I thought this would be interesting to talk about too, but I've seen at least 2 signs here in Oklahoma that say something along the lines of like, beware, hitchhikers may be escaping inmates. I've never seen signs like that anywhere except for here in Oklahoma. I've seen at least 2 now. I want to say I saw a 3rd one. So I don't know if they have a problem here with escaping inmates in, but I just thought that was so funny the first time I saw it. And then now that I've seen it like at least once more, I'm like, what? I thought maybe it was just like that area in Oklahoma, like there's maybe like a prison nearby, so they had it and they've had a problem with it, so they put the sign up. But that was like in the beginning of Oklahoma. And now I'm at the very, very end, and I saw another sign like that. That is so bizarre. I don't know what is going on here, but I think that's really funny. They literally have to put signs up saying, beware of the hitchhikers, because they might actually be escaped prisoners. I don't know. I just thought that was really funny, so I thought I'd share that. Okay, goodbye again. Oh, I'm now entering Texas right now. Look. Texas. Oh no, it's a dead deer there. That's sad. Alright, so I just saw another tumbleweed. I promise you they're real. I reacted just a little bit too late to grab my phone because I didn't really see it coming and it just started coming by me. I was actually at a gas station. I stopped. Oh, and I almost fell in my car when I got to the gas station. I didn't realize this, but like Texas apparently is like one of the windiest like states. It's literally 26-mile-per-hour winds right now. I literally walked out of my car and almost fell over, and I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? And then I looked it up and it's like, yeah, Texas is normally really windy. And I was like, dang. Which is why there's tumbleweeds. Or tumbleweed, I'm sorry. That's why there's tumbleweeds, so I really would love to capture like another one on camera. I think it'd be kind of cool. Yeah. I thought that was interesting. Oh, and I stopped I tried to go to this one gas station before this one, and like, it was like this old like ghost town. And it was like really, I mean, I think there's people living there, but it was like really sketchy. And I looked at the gas station, it's like, I don't even think it's open. It's like this old like historical site, really. I don't know, it just looked super sketchy. I was like, all right, I'm getting out of here. But it was like crazy. I saw I was gonna get shot in that area, so I like was like, all right, I'm gonna leave. But I'm close to Amarillo now, pretty close. Yeah, this is just cool though. This is such a cool drive. Again, there's absolutely nothing to really show. I'm actually worried about the stand falling now because it's so windy. We're gonna find out if it stands, if it stays or not. But it's pretty impressive that GoPro stand's sitting up there. I still don't want to film any of this. Especially now it's so windy. Now I'm just like, all right. Now we're like testing how durable this thing really is. Like it rained, it poured. It hailed last night actually. I woke up at some point and there was like hail coming down. I'm like very small hail. So it like poured rain and like hailed slightly, and now we're getting like 27-mile-per-hour winds. Yeah, so like this thing's pretty durable. Yeah, it's really cool out here. I'm just enjoying this drive, honestly. I really am. I thought I'd be very bored the whole way, and I haven't listened to like a podcast yet. I've like barely listened to any music. I'm just enjoying the drive, and you know, I like thinking too. I just enjoy like having time to think, and I have had a lot of time to just sit here and think and just enjoy just thinking about whatever. It's pretty cool though. This is really cool. All right, I'm gonna do another cut here. That's so cool, man. What's up everyone? I'm gonna give you another update. I am currently in New Mexico, so I've passed Amarillo. I'm about 2.5 hours from Albuquerque, and it is currently 1 p.m., 1:10 p.m. So I'll probably get there around 4. I'll probably just go a little bit further, and that way I also have like a bit of a head start for tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll make it to my apartment. I don't really want to get there super late, so I'll probably maybe like knock out like another hour or 2. I'm just gonna have to find like a city, another city or town to stay at. Just sleep there overnight, either in a hotel or I could just sleep in my car again at a travel center or Walmart. Might do it, we'll see. I don't want to stay at a campground, even though that was originally my plan for every night, but I'm not interested in doing that now. One, because now I didn't realize how windy it was out here, and if I don't really want to deal with the wind. That's gonna be a pain, especially if I need to stake it for rain, which I might need to. And also just I don't know like the area very well. Like there could be an animal that could come mess with me while I'm sleeping. I don't know. I just don't like the idea of camping until I get a little more familiar with the climate. So I'm not gonna camp anymore. So I'm in New Mexico now. It's very different terrain. Very different terrain. At this point, I mean, it looks nothing like Indiana. You know, I left this morning, I saw stuff that looks quite similar right now. It's, you know, it's very different. There's no trees anymore. There's like basically no trees out here anymore. And yeah, I mean, it's winter, so all the trees that are around are dead, but there's not many trees is the thing, you know? Grass no longer green. It's just very yellow-ish colored. There's a lot of shrubs, a lot of shrubbery. So it's pretty cool, I guess. It's really weird because like right as I got to New Mexico,
turn right onto South Mountain Road.
Oh, sorry, that's my navigation. It's really funny because right as I got here in New Mexico, it's like it like drastically changed. Well, not drastically, but the like scenery even changed pretty quickly, which is really interesting. It like went from like, you know, like ranches that people owned out in Texas to like very blatantly like this is not really claimed by anyone. Well, I mean, someone obviously owns it, at least like the government does, but it's like, you know, there's like nothing on the land. And even like the ranches, it doesn't look like there's really much there, but obviously it's property that someone owns. But yeah, so it's quite different. It was really funny because like as soon as I crossed border, I got this like just really creepy vibe because like I remember even when I was like a kid, like when like before I knew any information about New Mexico, just like hearing the name New Mexico, I always just like got like a bad vibe about this like state. And then it was really weird because like again, as soon as I crossed border, like man, just like I got this whole another vibe. It wasn't necessarily like bad, but it wasn't like good anymore. And I was like kind of enjoying Texas, and I felt very comfortable. And it's like as soon as I hit like New Mexico, I was like, oh, it's like a whole different vibe. It's just like slightly off, you know. The vibe was like just got slightly off. And it was probably just like, you know, placebo effect or something. But me already thinking that already not liking New Mexico and hearing things about it, you know, it just immediately made me think I got this like immediately gave me this like bad vibe. But I don't know. And then it's like there's always like ghost stories here in New Mexico, and then you hear about like the Skinwalker out here in New Mexico. It's just like a lot of bad things I've always heard about this state. So I'm gonna I would like to get through as quickly as I can. Fortunately, the last half is like of my trip is basically like through nothingness almost. It's just like very scenic driving, but it's like through Arizona, and it's just I think it's very spread out from like civilization. So I'd rather not I'm not gonna do that tonight because I ended up doing it in the dark and I don't want to do that. So I'm probably gonna drive until it gets dark, and then I'm probably gonna call it. But yeah, I got 2 more hours to Albuquerque. I guess I got like probably about like 10 hours left, maybe 12. I guess yeah, I am about halfway then, or about just over half. So well, I'm gonna get back to it. I'm gonna try to knock out the rest of this drive to Albuquerque, and then do a little bit more, and then we'll go from there. So I will see you when I do the next update.